Hey, how's it going, everybody? Yugioh and I'm here with a deck profile for you guys. It's going to be over my vampire deck I have here on Yugioh Pro. I need to change this over to Dev Pro, but for right now, this is basically Yugioh Pro. So, as you know, Vampires got some new support. It's freaking awesome support. I've been loving it a lot. This is my build right now that I'm working on. I have another build on Dev Pro that's completely horrible. Like, I don't know what I was thinking when I made that deck. I might deck profile that for shits and giggles because, oh dear god, that deck was pretty awfully bad. Anyway, the deck's not fun. There are probably some things people may say, oh, you should try this out, but I don't want to run because I don't really see much of a point in running said card in a sense. Like, one Goblin Zombie. I'm not running Goblin Zombie because why would I really want one Goblin Zombie? Because the main card you want to search out for is your Vampire Sorcerer, and he's too high in defense for Goblin, and then the only really monster I would search out for is either Zombie Master or Mizuki, so just not really warranting a Goblin Zombie run in the deck. So let's get started. I will explain my choices and all that stuff. So first off, we have double Vampire Grace, triple Lord, triple Shadow Vampire, triple Vampire Sorcerer, one Mizuki, double Pyramid Turtle, double Zombie Master, and then two Armageddon Knights. The reason I'm running 3 and 3 is because, you know, it's more targets for Shadow Vampire if it gets effect off. Vampire Grace is a very fantastic card. I really love her a lot. She's actually pretty cool monster to have, and it's a pretty nice play with Pyramid Turtle if you want to bring her out. She's kind of like the go-to card in a sense to kind of demand your opponent to send one card from their deck to the graveyard, either monster spells or traps. Which 9 times is always going to be spell or trap because you don't really want to call monsters because even if you know what your opponent's playing, because you don't want to, because then they get to choose and they can potentially send a monster that they want to send to the graveyard and set them up for future plays. So you kind of always want to go for spells or traps in that sense. Even though they're not going to be able to, of course, not going to send their Dark Hole or their Solemn or anything like that, but it'll still be one less spell or trap you have to deal with throughout the game. Shadow Vampire is kind of self-explanatory. He pretty much opens up rank 5 Exceed plays, and Vampire Lore is just being an all-around boss. Love this card to death. He's actually a pretty fantastic card. Pretty much, you all know what he does. He dishes out that battle damage. He gets a free snatch of your opponent's deck. Same thing as Grace. Choose either a monster, spell, or trap, and your opponent has to send that card from the deck to the graveyard. It is a pretty cool thing to have. And also, if he gets Dark Cold or destroyed by card effect, he comes right on back. So that's even more awesome stuff there. Probably the MVP of the deck, we have Vampire Sorcerer. Pretty much when you're destroyed by your opponent, either by battle or card effects, get to search out a Vampire card. I'm just saying Vampire card because there's no lower restrictions, and you can also search out a spell or trap card. So it's pretty much any Vampire card. It's dark Vampire monsters, but really, are there any light Vampire monsters? Let's see. I don't think there are. Let's see, well, she's not a vampire. Let's see, oh wow, there is an earth vampire, okay, there are some earth vampires. Okay, game, you fucking proved me wrong, now you can stop proving me wrong. So, I guess there are some non-dark vampire monsters, my bad. But still, you get to deck them by a card, and also, the fact that you can summon your vampire style tributing, so you can summon basically your Vampire Lord, your Shadow Vampire, your Vampire Grace, like if they're level 4 or lower monsters. It's really pretty cool. Mizuki's kind of self-explanatory since it's a zombie-based deck. Mizuki banished for summon any zombie from your graveyard. Pyramid Turtle, especially on my Vampire Lord, my Grace, anything like that. It's actually pretty cool. And then Zombie Master, just to kind of add in the actual zombie type of deal, especially on my Mizukis and stuff like that. I could ditch my Sorcerer. And then Armageddon Knight, just to kind of help ditch my Sorcerer into the graveyard a little bit easier. I'm actually thinking of running Flesh Spreader in here just because I can send into the graveyard Armageddon Knight. So there's actually some pretty cool stuff there. Spells in a row just to help get this card to my hand as fast as I can because kind of the idea of vampires, at least what I've seen, is to try to get Sorcerer in the grave as fast as you can so you can use your other vampires to kind of combo off a Sorcerer. Then we have the Vampire Empire, a really fantastic card. Which will of course boost your vampires by 500 attack to the damage calculation only. So it's pretty much like skyscrapers in a sense. If any of you remember what skyscrapers were, it is pretty much. It's basically like that. And it's pretty cool because it works on either player's turn. So if you run into opponents like I tend to, who apparently can't read cards, they tend to be stupid and attack into your monsters. And then they complain like, I didn't know the card did that. It's like, if you actually read the damn cards, you would know. It's simple. But people are dumb. Lord Darkness, Heavy Storm, Darkhold, WMC, Reborn, Foolish Burials, they help get Sorcerer and Grave. And the Book of Life, fantastic card in here. You have a lot of targets you go in the Book of Life with. It's actually pretty cool. I'm running 2 of that. Then for the traps, you have the Solemn Duo. 2 Vampire Shift is actually a pretty cool card. On the Piercy Yugioh Pro, remember correctly, it is pretty broken on the Piercy Yugioh Pro. I believe there's a duel that you saw that you'll probably end up seeing tomorrow. That will show you that Vampire Shift is pretty broken on the Piercy version. You'll see why, but it's actually a pretty cool card. Getting yourself a free deck by card, getting a free field spell, and getting you a free vampire monster from your graveyard in face-up defense position. So that is actually pretty cool at that. Then we got Bottomless, Mirror Forces, Compulse, just some basic traps right there. Then for the next check, I'm playing 3 Braum, because this thing is a freaking boss. A Monster Reborn, very nice with the mirror match. I love going in the mirror match. It's always so nice. Double Adrius, 1 Shark Fortress. You have double Gaia. You also have a number 39, number 50, the Jin, Lava Chain, and that's really about it. I kind of put it on Pearl real quick, just to have it in there, just in case. There's like 2 cards missing extra. I just don't know what I really want to put in. I guess I could put in an M7 if I want, or like another, like a rank 6. But I rarely bring out 2 Vampire Graves. Just 1 is all I really need to bring out. I just have the second one just in case. But anyway, that is my Vampire deck. And that shows a really fun deck. I like it a lot. It's been testing pretty well. Some changes, like I said, I might make. I might put in a Plague Spur Zombie for more stuff for Armageddon Night. There's other things I want to try out in the deck. And yeah, I've been liking this thing. And yeah, I'm not playing Goblin Zombie because I ain't gonna search out jack shit with that damn thing. Like, at most I'll search out Zombie Master. It's like, if I could search this thing out with Goblin Zombie, I would have the thing in here. But since I can't, fuck that card. I'm sorry, but it just does not work out for me in this deck. It'll work out for you, but for me, it doesn't work out for me. So anyway, give me your thoughts on this deck in the comment section below. And also tell me how zombies have been working out for you. I'm curious on how you're liking the new support and stuff like that. So anyway, so tomorrow you'll kind of see why Vampire Shift is kind of broken the Piercy version of Pro. It's pretty stupid. So anyway, hope you guys show the deck profile, and yes, comment, rate, subscribe, and bye.